discussion. We are doing a sewer scope today here in Hayesville. Today is September 24th, 2025. We're at 1578 South, 300 East. We have the camera pushed out to the city connection. Now we're going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. So that's the city line that you're seeing on the screen there. And this first connection point is called the nose on. That's where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. And it looks like a good connection there from what I could see. This is PVC pipe. This is similar to the type they use on most new construction. One of the main things I'm looking at is that you have proper grade. That's a sewer access point, and so somewhere outside there's another spot to access the line. A lot of times they are buried, but you can always have it located and they can dig it up if needed. I'm going through an access in the basement. That way we can see where it's buried under the house as well, which is a very important section because it's hard to get to. So if there's an issue, you want to know that it's, well, you want to know there's not an issue there, basically. One of the main things I'm looking at is the grade. This is looking very good. Not seeing any standing water so far. So it looks like you have proper grade, where everything is draining on its own with gravity so far. There's one spot that we're going to get to in a few feet where you have an offset. Right there. So that's a spot where the pipes don't line up very well. Looks a little funny because it's kind of creating a mirror where it's making a reflection where it looks like there's a white pipe below, but there's not. But this black pipe is a little bit lower. And so what happens is waves can come down and it gets stuck, or it can get stuck on that part of the fitting. If enough waste gets stuck, that could create a blockage where it backs up towards the house. Now the other issue is that if that's disconnected enough, water can also start to get through there, which, I mean, the fact that it's holding water means that maybe not a lot of it's getting through at this point, but if water starts to get through there, it can cause this to settle worse or more. The only way to fix an issue like that is to dig it up and do a spot repair. It's hard to predict whether this will cause an issue in the future or not. You could get insurance on the line, but a lot of times that only covers what's outside the foundation. And when it transitions between the ABS and PVC, a lot of times that's right around that area. And so it may or may not be covered if you get typical sewer insurance. But you can look into HomeServe. That's one of the more common ones. Very good. I'm going to end this recording now, but the main thing with this line is that you do have that offset. It's kind of unpredictable whether that'll cause problems or not, but one thing we do know is that to dig that up can be a costly job if you do choose to go that route. It might be worth having it located, and that'll give you a better idea of how big of an issue it is. If it's directly under the soil, it's a lot easier to get to versus it being under the front concrete steps. as an example, or under the driveway, which would also add to the expense. Going to end this recording now.